Man, this is the longest there we go.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Anna. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we played through quite a bit of auxiliary fights to get to this point. We are now at the end of the month. Just kind of looking over everything, making sure everyone's good to go as far as classes and mastery and the like. Oh yeah. Let's see if she can pass this. She does. Of course she does. I think we went over those.
Perfect comprehension.
Oh no, you know what? What happened was I backed up on myself and I lost that. I'm glad I was able to actually fix that. Because I had forgotten about it completely. Honestly, that's it. Of places I do want to actually have that purchased. Battalion stuff we do want to replenish. Want to make sure we're tapped off on that. Blacksmith-wise, honestly, we can actually make a Brave Sword, which would always give us a 2-hit. Or we could just increase the strength and the durability of the Silver Sword. You lose quite a bit by going to a Brave weapon, but it is that the part of what's actually making up for it is the fact that you're getting always a double, if not a quad hit. Although you do lose some hit, and you gain some weight on the weapon, so it's not always guaranteed depending on the type of person that's using it. I'm just gonna go with the better Silver Sword. The Wadao. The weapon that I think only critted once in the 7 uses he had for it. Good night. Alright, Ash. Yeah, let's give you a plus on that. Because you need a little bit more oomph in your attacks. Because we're going to be using him. Alright. And we do have quite a bit of support conversations. I can't remember if we went through some of these at some point, but let's kind of...
You don't look busy. Join me for some training, Boar Prince.
I believe we
Here
have.
I thought you had no desire to speak with me.
Yeah, we have. Alright. At least with some of them. I know not with all of them.
Your Highness?
That one, yeah. Felix and you.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Have you been there long? I was absorbed in this book.
Another silly legend?
First of all, they're not silly. And second of all, no. It's an essay that speaks to uncommon and challenging battle scenarios. I've been researching such things since you proposed your unique strategy. Listen to this. Your commander gives orders that put your hometown in extreme danger. Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
What nonsense. I was talking about real-world tactics, not some dumb ethical question.
Whatever your personal feelings on the matter, I see similarities between such tactics and these dumb ethical questions. I haven't read beyond this one. but I think the obvious answer is to follow your commander. The duty and pride of being a knight demand that you follow orders, regardless of your own feelings. But if I were put in such a position, I don't know how I'd fare. In fact, were someone to carry out those orders, I know that I'd attempt to stop them.
Stop bothering with all this. You're not meant to be a knight. Go find a husband.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
I know you hate the ideals of chivalry and pride. So much so, you prefer to escape your duty as your family's heir. You have no right to criticize me for my ideals.
Perhaps not. At least I know not to heedlessly obey orders. I know not to romanticize blind obedience. My brother taught me to think for myself.
Don't you dare bring Glenn into this.
You're right. Forget it.
Interesting.
Do you know this legend, Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Oh yes, I know it like the hilt of my sword.
With so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of That makes sense. He's...
Sorry.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday. Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we are dealt are what they are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
What's that supposed to mean?
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams and ambitions.
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Ash, I must ask something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream is aligned with your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others. So, I am bound by honor not to follow through on my own dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
Hey, I had some heaviness to it.
Oh my, Ignaz. You're in a hurry. Is something the matter?
The professor wants us to gather at the training grounds. Didn't you hear?
Of course I did. I'll head over in a bit.
Are you sure you want to wait? I can hear the professor calling.
We're not needed until after the lunch hour. We have plenty of time.
Oh, I guess so. I was just panicking a bit. I wish I could be calm like you. How are you so unflappable?
Well, rushing around doesn't help, does it? I mostly try to stay out of everyone's way. There's no point in overexerting yourself. Anything that needs doing will get done eventually.
Huh. So that's the secret to happiness.
I suppose. But it's not nearly as philosophical as you make it sound.
No, it's perfect. I feel like I don't quite fit in with other people. So in situations like this, where I have to talk to someone, I panic a little. Please, teach me how to be as calm and collected as you are.
Honestly, Ignatz, you're making this out to be much bigger than it is. I mostly just don't pay attention. Being like me is more trouble than it's worth.
But you always seem so happy. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. Come on, let's head to the training grounds. I may slow you down, though.
All right. You don't have to rush. But I'm going to anyway. See you there.
Goodness, don't strain yourself.
Oh, merciless.
Did Cyril fall asleep here again? There's nothing to cover him with. He'll catch cold if he's here too long. Oh well, I guess I have no other options. I'll have to take care of this myself.
Ah! What's happening?
I'm keeping you warm so you don't catch cold. I'm sorry. Did I make you uncomfortable?
I was just surprised. But thanks, Mercy.
Oh, I'm happy to hear you call me that. You know, I seem to find you in here pretty often. Do you have a favorite book?
Nah, but it's always real quiet here, so it's where I like to sleep.
I see. You always seem so wrapped up in your work. That is, whenever you're not sleeping in the library. Do you have many friends here?
No, not really.
But don't you want some? Having friends is much more fun than spending all of your time alone.
Nah, I don't want people treating me like an outsider. I'm better off alone.
An outsider? You? Who would possibly say?
Oh, so you don't think anyone thinks that? Should I tell you what happened to me before I came here?
Oh no, you really don't have to. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories. But you know, everyone here sees you as a friend. Even me. I see you as a good friend.
Mercy. I'm sorry. I sure like everyone here too, but it feels like you're, I don't know. It sounds weird maybe, but I think you're something different than a friend.
Different? In what way? Do you not like me?
No, it's not that. I can't... You know how sometimes you can't explain things? This is that. If I had a sister, I think that might be how it feels being around you.
Really? That's just as well. You remind me of my little brother.
Oh, you got a brother?
I do, but I haven't seen him in so long. It's almost like he's not really my brother anymore. But you can count on me if you need anything at all. I'll do my best to help you out.
I can count on you for anything? Wow.
Well, that's nice.
Good morning, Lysithia. Out for a stroll, are we? It's lovely weather for it. I might go wander outside myself. I'm sure I can see some beautiful sights.
Ignatz, hold still, will you?
Sure.
Your shoes are untied. It looks sloppy. Let me just fix it for you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. But really, I'm perfectly capable of tying them myself.
Clearly that's not the case. Otherwise, this wouldn't be an issue. Now, hush. There we go.
Thanks.
You've also got awful bedhead.
What? But I examined myself in the mirror before leaving my quarters.
It's the back of your head. Quite unkempt. You really should get it together. I mean, really. You're born to a noble adjacent merchant family, aren't you? You really should be more presentable.
Sorry, Lysithea. You're always so perfectly put together. In fact, I'd say you're perfect in all respects. I don't think I've seen you fail at anything.
Well, consider that if I make even the slightest misstep, everyone will treat me like a child. There's nothing I hate more than that.
I see. Well, I think you're very mature. If anything, you may be overdoing it somewhat. I mean, people treat me like a child sometimes. But I like it, because it reminds me that other people care about me. You know? No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
Ignatz, are you really lecturing me about how I conduct myself right now? You're a sheepish, unreliable scatterbrain who can only ever think about what others think of him. Perhaps you should worry about your own maturity before you start questioning mine. Although you certainly look the part of a baby, so maybe that's asking too much. Anyway, I've got things to do, so I'm gonna go now.
Lysithea, wait. Hey!
Out of my way! You're such a child, I swear.
That was uncalled for. After all, I am older than she is.
Oh, me. Well, let's go ahead and get this mission started. There's some conflict, like always.
Revelation from the goddess. To think we'll have the honor of attending such a historical event.
I hear the Archbishop will accompany us to the Holy Tomb.
If something happens to her, all of Fodlan will suffer. We must protect her at all costs.
This may sound mad, but perhaps we don't have to worry so much about that. Lady Rhea has said before that she is capable of protecting herself. I have a feeling that is true. I thought it was a strange thing for her to say. And beyond that, her movements bring to mind a great warrior with an extensive military background.
Well, if so, we have nothing to fear.
It's also possible that I'm way off track. Regardless, perhaps we should brace ourselves for anything.
I never imagined attending a ceremony for a real revelation.
I wonder what the ceremony will be like. I'm so nervous. I'm not ready for this.
There's no chance for battle unless something goes terribly wrong, right? Oh, boring.
If you keep saying things like that, something bad is bound to happen.
What's wrong, Flame? You look like you have something on your mind.
Who, me? No, it is nothing. May we all see this through to the end.
Your Highness, I will protect you no matter what. Your Highness?
You haven't seemed like yourself lately.
I haven't been sleeping well recently, and my head aches. But no need to worry. Let's focus on the task at hand. It's about time for Lady Rhea to arrive. Let's all steel ourselves for whatever may occur at the ceremony.
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
Incredible. To think such a vast space has been hiding beneath the monastery all this time. I wonder what powers that giant mechanism that descends beneath the ground.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne. Professor, do you recognize this throne?
I do.
So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well? It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Halt! Reveal yourself!
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
Why is the Imperial Army here?
This can't be. How did they get into Garreg Mach?
Even the Flame Emperor is here. That can only mean...
The Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. What do you know?
I never imagined you'd have the nerve to return here. What are you after, Flame Emperor?
Is it not obvious? The Holy Tomb contains great power. The power to rule all of Vogtland.
And to attain that power, you'll trample anything that stands in your way. Just like you did in Dusker.
I had nothing to do with that. Quickly retrieve the Crest Stones. Kill for them if you must.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Well, there we go. So, yeah, Flame Emperor shows up and we gotta deal with him, as well as saving the items that you can possibly have stolen from the Holy Tomb. If it doesn't load, there we go. I was gonna be like, am I gonna be stuck here for that? It's these, the Crest Stones. Each one of these boxes has a Crest Stone. You cannot walk on these tiles, so you don't have to worry about that. As you can see, the Flame Emperor is the actual boss of this fight. He is fairly difficult. And as you can see, he also has the Crest of Flames, the exact same crest we have. Has Charm and Axe Fair for the abilities of his class, but also has a very familiar ability, Counterattack. This is actually quite ridiculous if you're not careful with it. Can easily get yourself hurt. Same thing that the Death Knight has. Commander nullifies instant death effects, status effects, movement effects, and greatly reduces the damage from gambits. That is also something you want to keep in mind when fighting the Flame Emperor, but the Flame Emperor is kind of a joke. This guy is actually more of a problem, depending on a few things, but even though he's got Heartseeker, Swordfarer, Shade, Defiant Speed, Resistance, and Poison Strike, he's not too bad. If he attacks first, it can be a bit of a problem, but depends on who he attacks. So, for the characters that I'm going to bring along in this, I think it's pretty much fitting to have your class show up, but I do want to have a few other people from other... I'm definitely having Dorothea, because she's the dancer. Caspar, I really do like having him around. Cyril, oh man. I honestly am going to go for Lysithea on this, because she is going to be very nice to have along. Item-wise, we're going to have that. We're going to put that up. Ouch. She actually has really low luck. I might have to change that. Kind of depends. I might not. Alright, put up the bow, put up the bullion. Oh, yeah, I need to recharge that. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I actually have the means to... Oh no, I do. Let's do that.
Thanks a bunch.
Get a plus version so she can actually attack further away with it. That's also really good. Yeah, currently you can't use that, so there's not a point to. We'll have a killer lance. And a tomahawk. No, you got a bow. Don't worry about it. I know I'm not using them currently. I realize that as I'm messing around with it. No, you're good. Well. I'll give you the tomahawk. Alright. So, for spacing people out, have Lysithea back there. You... No, you're good. Dimitri, I want you to be back here. Also, actually, Dimitri? Well, someone here has mastered the class they're on. Yeah, it's you.
Another start? Another chance to grow.
Oh yeah, Ingrid's not here. I don't know who I would take out for Ingrid. And she's really good too. I'll swap Caspar out for her. Really didn't want to, but there's gonna be a reason why. There we go. Alright, now let's get this party started. Defeat the enemy commander, Blythe or Dimitri falls.
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
The crest stones are in the caskets! Open every last one of them!
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
Protect the crest stones. If they're stolen, you can get them back by defeating the foes that have them. You can earn rewards based on the number of crest stones you've protected.
Heretics! What could be gained from desecrating these tombs and disgracing the dead?
Well, that's a good question. It's interesting how they mention she can fend for herself, but she's nowhere here. We've seen her in a previous prologue.
Here we go.
So we know what she's capable of, but she's just nowhere to be seen right now. It's kind of an odd bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the mini bow.
That's how it goes.
Alright.
I'll cut through. Saw that coming.
Well, that's a shame.
Who's next?
Alright. Well, as you can see... Well...
Too easy.
Stay focused.
Lots of damage. Alright, we're gonna move there. I think it's because of this. Yes, plus 16 avoid with the sword, so that's why.
Leave it to me.
Ready.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have her use miasma. Take care of this guy.
This is what I
And we'll have Ingrid take care of the guy behind him.
That's my cue.
Well, I thought take care of. I mean, considering she can take care of this guy on her own. Might as well do that.
You were wide open.
Gonna equip a lance and then wait. So now her avoid is 42. Yeah, much better.
I'm on it.
So she's not really gonna get hit. And for the most part, a lot of these enemies are gonna go for those crest stones. There's not much you can do about that, but you can honestly easily save all of them. There's not really much that's going to cause you a problem, because they do have to run all the way back where the Flame Emperor is to even get that. So, in reality, there's not much that's really gonna be, I've never had an issue with one of those stones being stolen. You would have to be really bad at this mission to not be able to get it. And, like you can see...
All of them.
That is enough. Do you even know what those stones are?
Some of them are gonna get... Like, even with them trying... they're gonna initially get swiped. That's why they made it to where you could recover them. That procs quite a bit. The Aegis and Pavis. So... I'm really interested in seeing how...
Nice try.
If he actually had the abilities, would that actually increase the chances at all? Or would it not? It might not.
Thank you.
Was the dude Southern? Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, I can talk about that, you know, but I have room to talk and all that. But you know, at some point, it's just like, all right. Boom. Easily taken care of.
I must steel myself.
And a creststone is retrieved. There's not really much in the way of what you need to do to see that, like, they're in your either in the character's inventory or if they need to be in the, like, master inventory. There's not really... It's not one way or another of what's needed on that.
It's time.
Because they'll both work. Interesting. I guess the beast has to be the target of it.
Let's turn the tables.
It's a bunch of maids and butlers. I love that. Oh man. Experience gain and level up for Ingrid.
I will get stronger still.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, I like that better. Okay. Lysithia can just do that.
Of course I won.
This is gonna be like, yeah, of course she was gonna win. There's no way she wasn't. Alright. Take light arrows, essentially.
All roses have thorns.
That's what that's basically what Sagittae is. It's just light arrows. Yeah, heal Felix.
Sorry.
Sunder, 83% chance to do a crit. Doubt that's actually gonna happen.
Too slow.
Oh, he actually crits.
Is that all?
Oh, he crits twice. It's amazing. Alright. You just use fire.
What's next?
He's close. He's close to mastering it. Uh-oh. It's been swiped.
So obvious.
Trying to... He's attacking when Felix can't hit back. I mean, that's strategic and all, but that's just rude. That's just totally rude, man.
Not good enough.
I was getting concerned because that would have had a high chance of actually hitting. Oh boy. Creststone. Creststone. Yeah, that's the other thing. I actually forgot about that. They'll take as many Creststones as they possibly can, as far as their inventory will fit, and then they'll run. So if they swipe one, you don't have to really worry about it too much, because you'll still get both of them back. Yeah, let's just have Ash take care of this guy.
That was tough.
Nothing to it. Alright. We'll have Mercedes use her turn in a little bit. Yeah, just go ahead and one-shot this guy.
Who's next?
Dimitri's just a powerhouse right now. And that's what he's meant to be.
Stay vigilant.
Yeah, take care of this guy.
Foolish.
Well, that would hurt a lot. I'm gonna do these, actually.
Let the lesson begin.
Oh. Level 29.
Such power dwells within.
Nice.
Nice form.
Okay. That's why I was saying you probably don't have to worry about the Flame Emperor. Blythe is probably someone you've used quite a bit, so having him or her, depending on if you chose guy or girl for Blythe, either one of them is going to be really overpowered. Unless you actually never use them. Which I would never understand why. It's hilarious how I can dance, but yet I'm choosing not to because I can do so much more damage with Dorothea's attacks. Dude, she has so much more accuracy with this, but she has better evasion with that. Oh my gosh. Because 73 or 42. Dude. Yeah, do sword dance.
Winning's always nice.
Got a Creststone.
Gotcha.
I want to make sure only one person is hit by that. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Wait. Oh no, he took damage. I'm like, what was the damage that was done? Took me a second there. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna heal. Felix. Flame breath all day long. 23 damage. That's actually pretty nasty. Oh, you healed 3 damage. I bet you're so proud of yourself. Alright, well... I can't quite get to him with Lysithea, but I can get to him... heal him with Dorothea. I'm actually going to take this guy out. Because he's eventually going to cause a problem. And I don't want him to.
I aim for greatness.
Nice. I like that level up. Alright.
Careful, please.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go with a Thoron.
This is going to hurt, okay?
Wasn't expecting that, but I'm not mad.
I want to be all I can.
Barely missing him. Alright, let's do it this way. There we go. They all got healed, which is something they all needed. And of course, Blythe just... I know it's because I gave him the boots, but, you know... I just love the fact that he can just move that far. Having that much movement is just so... Well, not the boots, the March Ring. His class is ridiculous on movement. She got the boot. No? Who got the boots? Now I have no idea.
I'll go.
Unless that's something I haven't... No, I should have gotten the boots. That's pretty sad. You didn't bother attacking the guy behind me. Probably because you couldn't do any damage to him either.
Watch and learn.
Ouch. I think she only has one Thoron. No, she used all of her Thoron. That was her last one. Guess what? That damage meant nothing. Maybe taking out some endurance in the battalion, but that's pretty much it. I guess that guy learned his... He's like, there's no way I'm doing that. That's suicide. And it's like, yeah, it's pretty much that. Alright. Well, these guys are... Yeah, they're... You know, I was kind of hoping for a crit there. Thanks, Ash. Of course, as soon as I say it.
I must steel myself.
Well, thank you, Ash.
I'll stick with it.
I hope you do.
Your support is appreciated.
What happened to just saying thank you?
Is that all?
Yes. Yes, it is.
No hesitation.
You didn't give it your all.
Well...
You set a high bar.
He did. Well, the right side's pretty much taken care of. We just gotta take care of some of the stuff on the left. Thank you, Felix.
Knew you could do it. I'm on it.
Sweet of you.
Well, there we go. He's mastered mage.
I'm pretty much perfect.
Thanks so much.
Oh. Honestly... Not like really any of them could hit her. So... I'll have Lysithea and... Yeah, even Dorothea. Wait.
Too slow.
Well, with that being a 61% chance of hitting, I was actually kind of concerned there for a moment.
Nice try.
That guy must have had plus 20 to hit. Which reminds me, I've got characters that have that ability and I really should put it on them. Kind of late for that right now. But I digress. I have such long periods of time where I don't record this that I forget the abilities people get. Or people got.
Much appreciated.
Alright, the dude gotta level up.
I will handle whatever comes.
He's getting better stats. I will hand him that. He's getting much better on his stats. They're not fantastic by any stretch. His strength and defense are really good, but the rest of it, not so much. They could certainly use some work.
I feel more powerful.
Well, that's fantastic. Alright. Lysithea, just wreck him, please.
I just worked harder.
Thunder. I didn't want to be bothered
All
with
roses have thorns.
having to deal with, that nonsense. Now, are those dark mages gonna come back this way, or are they not? I don't know. We'll see. Nah, they're headed that way. But the Flame Emperor is headed this way. Alright, good to know that. Take you out.
Doing my part.
You certainly are. Yeah, because I know he has plus 20 to hit. I don't know why I don't put that on him. That would be so beneficial. Yeah. Oh, wait. Might want to move you out of the way for that. That's gonna hurt.
You saved me.
Like a bunch. That's more manageable. I wonder how dumb he's gonna be with this. He's just gonna be as dumb.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you? Make them suffer.
I would like no cooking, please. And guess what? You're having to deal with the Enlightened one, who's going to wreck everything. If you stand in his way.
I can't lose! That's how it goes.
Just like that.
Got a rusted bow. And let's take care of you. You're dead.
Over already.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about Lysithea. She has very low HP. I'm gonna use Swarm. Because that lowers speed, and that gives people who don't have as much speed a chance to actually do something.
No, I was just following orders. I just...
Well, you should have thought of that before you became a bad guy. Alright. For 2% more chance of being hit, I'm okay with
Wish to
that.
interfere? Then your life is forfeit.
Easy.
This is what a real man looks like.
That's a good level up. And Poison Strike. Nice. Now we can have him just completely wreck everything. But I kinda want Lysithia to do it. A, I want her to get more levels. B, because she's just Lysithia, she's awesome. And I want to give her a boss kill.
There's still a long way to go.
This is some kind of twisted joke! I've been looking for you. I will take that head from your shoulders and hang it from the gates of Endor! Stop right there!
Yeah, that's how they end the chapter. Gosh, that's a much different cutscene that you get with that than you do with either of the... well, I don't know about Red Eagles. Oh, well, Black Eagles. Because there's certain reasons why I haven't done that yet. But, gosh, that's messed up on every level. Yeah, as far as everything goes for the Blue Lions, I've kept all the cutscenes and stuff blind in that regard. I know Golden Eagles, and I know a good bit of Black Eagles at this point, but that's a really messed up cutscene. I know I can actually view it. You can actually go to the movie gallery and view the other cutscenes. At some point, I'll actually go through it and show you the different cutscenes depending on what house you picked. Because I'm pretty sure they'll have that availability. Gosh, that was pretty messed up, though. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. In the next chapter. Later.
Before I break your neck, there is one thing I must ask you.
Stay out of my way.
I don't recall giving you permission to speak. Answer my question. That is all you have left to do. Flame Emperor. No. Edelgard. Tell me now. Why did you cause such a tragedy? You killed your own mother, and yet you haven't even had the decency to stop and consider the reasons behind your actions. Have you?
I already told you I had nothing to do with that.
It was foolish to think I could reason with a lowly beast.
Your Majesty, no!
You are a monster.
How cute.
To flee is futile, wicked girl. The Church of Seros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished. You have defiled the Holy Tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil. Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
Are you okay?
We weren't able to defeat her.
Your Highness.
I will kill Edelgard with my own hands. I swear it! Let's return to the monastery, Professor. It is clear what must be done.
So, he's shown his true face. The same Dimitri I've seen once before. A beast who loves spilling blood.
You're wrong. I'm sure of it. There has to be an explanation.
I knew he'd been carrying the burden of that tragedy. I understand his thirst for revenge. His family and closest friends, all massacred right in front of him. But it still doesn't add up. There must be more that we don't know.
That's true. Dimitri didn't come unhinged until after the Flame Emperor was unmasked.
You don't think there's some connection between those two, do you?
The leaders of the church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire. To rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom. And then, divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own authority. They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seros.
I cannot believe it. Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb, the Adrestian Empire declared war upon the Church of Seros, as well as our allies.
Declared war?
Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor. She has deemed the Church of Seros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop, after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
Professor, the Empire has declared war on the Church of Seros.
We knew this day would come, sooner or later.
What's going to happen?
Well, I think we need more information, to be honest.
We can't afford to be optimistic. It's entirely possible the kingdom will be invaded.
Settle yourself, Ingrid. We need to carefully consider our options.
We can't just act rashly. That will only make things worse.
Once we've ascertained the situation, we must return to Ferdiad. Your Highness.
Well, that was quick. I completely forgot about that cutscene, so I'm going to tack this in at the end of that whole spiel about us being in the next chapter. So I'll see you guys then. Later.